still live in Sheboygan. A bit of a delay from some technical difficulties. It's Derek Lumens on the mound as the A's are taking on the Green Bay Storm. We're at a 1-0 count as there's a called strike on the outside. It's 1-1 to Mitch Egan, the left fielder for the Green Bay Storm. Now he'll swing and miss on that pitch off the outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Now Lumens from the windup, and the 1-2 is lined into right over the head of Hunter Berry, out of his reach, and it's a leadoff base hit for Mitch Egan, and that'll bring up Derek Clegan, the second baseman, with 1 man on base.
Number 4, the second baseman, Derek Clegan.
The batting order, it's Egan who just had the single, Derek Clegan, and then Riley Spetz in the top of the order, Kyle Mrozinski in the 4th spot, Tyler Brown batting 5th, Tom Sawyer in the 6th hole. As the first pitch is high to Clegan. Bottom of the order, Connor Yackel at the 7th spot, Eric Erb in the 8th spot, and Andy Paterick batting on the 9th spot. And it's Chris Wolkonski on the mound. As now that one's lined up the middle. That'll be a base hit as McClovic will pick that one up and throw it to Berry at second base. Good deal. So 2 quick base runners.
Number 19, the shortstop, Riley Spetz.
Egan at second now, Clegan at first, and it'll bring up Riley Spetz, who's playing short. And the first pitch, and that one's lined in the left center. That's going to get down. That'll be cut off by McClovic, but rounding third and heading home is Mitch Egan. And that's going to be a run, 1-0 the Storm lead. So 3 straight hard-hit balls, and the Storm have a 1-0 lead.
Number 1, the catcher, Kyle Mrozinski.
Klovic was able to cut it off. Did prevent the runners that are still on base from going any farther. But Egan, a good base runner, who has good speed, was able to go all the way home from second without a throw. As the throw came into Kasenki at short, and that first pitch is a strike, 0-1. It's Kyle Mrozinski, the catcher. As Lumen started and stopped. The 0-1 from Lumens. Down and off the outside, blocked by Grimm. A ball and a strike. Defensively for the A's, it's Mitch Sutton at first, Berry playing second, Grant Kasenki at short, Harry Stelt at third, Mark Waters in left, Cole McClovic in center, Adam Ryan in right field, and Taylor Grimm doing the catching, and that one's grounded to Kasenki at short, flip to Berry, and then the throw to first is in time, a double play. 6-4-3, 1 swing, 2 outs. Does advance Derek Clegan over to third base on the play. It'll bring up Tyler Brown, but now
center fielder
needs 1 more out.
Number 7, Tyler Brown.
Spetz was put out trying to go to second. Mrozinski is the one that grounded into the double play. So runner at third, 2 outs. First pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1 to Tyler Brown. The 0-1, a swing and a foul back off the glove of Grimm. 0-2 the count. Lumens gets his sign, and the 0-2 is a breaking pitch. This thing down and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Good location. But Tyler Brown able to hold up. There are 3 hits in the inning. There is 1 run in. Thanks to a double play, there are 2 outs, and now that one's grounded to Stelt. He'll pick it up, and he'll sort of double clutch on it, but the throw will be in time. That will end the inning. So 3 straight base hits to begin the inning, but thanks to a double play, Bloom was able to get out of the inning with just 1 run allowed. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. It's the Storm with 1, and the Sheboygan A's are coming up next on offense.
Photo props and a little photo booth set up next to the souvenir.
Heading to the bottom of the first, A's trail 1-0. It's Chris Wilkonski on the mound for the Green Bay Storm, and the A's starting lineup. It's Zach Kane, the DH, to lead it off. It'll be Mark Warner to follow, then Harry Stelt batting third. Mitch Sutton will be cleaning up, Adam Ryan in the 5 spot, Hunter Berry batting 6th. Taylor Grimm will bat 7th, Cole McClavick in the 8 hole, and Grant
Cleaning off the
Kaczynski
bottom of the
in
first
the 9
for
spot.
Sheboygan, number 21, the designated hitter, Zach Kane.
Defensively for the Green Bay Storm, it's Connor Yackel at first, Derek Clegan at second, Riley Spetz at short, and Tom Sawyer playing third base. As the first pitch is down low for a ball to Kane. In the outfield, it's Mitch Egan in left, Tyler Brown in center, and Andy Paterick in right, and Kyle Mrozinski behind the dish doing the catching. As he holds one on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1 to Zach Kane. Wilkonski, a right-handed pitcher. Now his fastball on the 1-1 pitch misses down low, 2 balls and a strike. And there's a swing and a ground ball, right to short, picked up by Spetz, and the throw will be in time. 1 for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Mark Warner.
Fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
Warner playing left field tonight. As that fastball is going to skip in front of home plate for a ball, 1-0.
Does that seem to the pitch against this kid also? Okay, it looks like it's too low.
Warner hits that fair, just fair, but it'll be picked up by Tom Sawyer, the third baseman, and he'll make the play in time for the 5-3 putout. So 2 quick outs to begin the day offensively for the A's, and it'll bring up Harry Stelt.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
A's the last few nights have fallen early. They fell 7-0 to Menasha
Just a reminder of the mascots.
on Tuesday before ultimately falling 13-1. There's a called strike, 0-1. Well, 7 runs came off Vanderplug. They were all in the first inning. They fell back 6-0 to Appleton last night before ultimately falling 8-7. And now Stelt on the 0-1 hits that one deep to center. That's going to get down. That'll roll to the fence. to dead center, and he'll trot into second easily with a 2-out double. So the A's have had to play catch-up the last few nights, find themselves in an early hole. Fortunately, it's just one run so far.
First baseman, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
And they have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs with Mitch Sutton coming up. Stelz, who has 5 home runs on the season, which leads the team. He had one against Menasha. And he hit into left center near the flagpole out there. It's a ball and a strike, ball and no strikes to Sutton. Now a swing and a miss, 1-1 the count to Sutton. One down and just off the outside. 2 balls and a strike. Stelz was last year's co-home run leader with 5, and he has that already, and we're only midway through July. That one misses inside, 3-1. Last year he was tied with Dieter. They both hit 5 home runs on the year. Now there's a swing and a foul tip. Full count, 3-2. The payoff pitch is a ground ball, a diving play made by the shortstop, and he'll try and throw it to second to get Harry Stelz. But everybody's going to be safe. First and second now. An infield single was a ground ball to the left side that Riley Spetz made a diving
Right
play in the
fielder,
hole.
number 39, Adam Ryan.
Stelz, who didn't want to be potentially thrown out at third, only got about halfway off the second before he retreated. There's a called strike to Adam Ryan, 0-1. And Spetz threw it over to second. That was his only chance for an out, but Stelz able to get back in time. A base hit, first and second, 2 outs for Adam Ryan. As he swings and fouls that one back, 0-2. It's the second base hit of the inning. First was a double by Stelz. They still trail 1-0. As now Adam Ryan hits that one up the middle, but the second baseman Derek Clegan is going to make the play and flip it underhand to Spetz covering the second base bag, and that one in the inning. A's get a 2-out double and then an infield single, but they cannot bring anyone across to score as we have completed a full inning. We'll head to the top of the second. The A's trail the Green Bay Storm by a score of 1-0.
Stay connected to your Sheboygan A's all season long by following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
It's the top of the second, and it'll be Tom Sawyer to lead it off. Connor Yackel to follow, then Eric Erb. That first pitch misses down low for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 to Sawyer. A called strike on the outside, 1-1. Sawyer hits that one to the left side out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. The first inning started not so great for Lumens. He gave up 3 base hits, including an RBI single, but in a double play and a 5-3 ground out, and he got out of the inning with just 1 run allowed. Now Sawyer hits that one hard, but right at Hunter Berry, who will play it on a hop. A nice easy hop for him, 4-3 put out. Well, Sawyer is retired. Now Connor Yackel, the first baseman, will step in.
First baseman, number 13, Connor Yackel.
Yackel takes a called strike. No balls on a strike to begin the at-bat. Pitch up and just a hair inside. A ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, 1-2. A's trail early, 1-0. That run scored in the top of the first, and now a weak ground ball to Hunter Berry will be thrown over to first in time as Lumens got in on the hands of the first baseman Yackel. Sawed him off, and all he did was hit a weak grounder. So 2 quick outs.
Designated hitter, number 10, Eric Erb.
Both of them 4-3 ground outs. So Berry has made the first 2 outs of the inning, and it'll now be Eric Erb DHing for Wilkonski. And he takes a curve on the outside for a called strike, 0-1. Fastball on the inside, missing. Evened up at a ball and a strike. Now that one comes inside, swung on and missed. Lumens ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. There's 2 outs in the inning, there's nobody on base. Now that will come in and hit the batter Erb on his front.
Who hit that guy?
On his front shoulder.
Isn't Danny here tonight? Down at the end of
Right
the
fielder, number 5, Andy Pederick.
So now it's Andy Pederick. The right fielder. And on the first pitch, he skies it into left. It should be an easy play for Warner, and he'll make the catch. Running towards the foul line in medium left field, and that will end the inning. So Lumens gives up a 2-out base runner on a hit by pitch, but gets the next batter on the first pitch of the at-bat. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. The A's still trail the Storm. It's a score of 1-0.
Pizza. The food is made to order using locally supplied ultra-fresh ingredients, including 100% pure mozzarella and...
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue,
Right now, Peabody's
and
Pizza
mild.
brings you the power inning.
Enjoy.
The A's can get 3 hits this inning. One lucky fan will be taking home a Peabody's Pizza gift certificate. Peabody's Pizza.
All right,
the
deal.
Hunter Berry is
Second
leading it
baseman,
off.
number 15, Hunter Berry.
Second baseman for the A's will lead off the bottom half of the second as they trail 1-0. It'll be Taylor Grimm and then Cole McClovick to follow. 6, 7, 8 in the order as Berry squares to bunt. A great bunt, and the third baseman Sawyer's going to throw it away. That'll end up in right field, and Berry will slide into second. The A's have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. That'll go as a single and an E5.
The catcher, number 9, Taylor Grimm.
So now it's Taylor Grimm.
Okay, I don't know what we can do about that.
Yeah, it was never like that before. I mean, you really have to listen.
And Grimm initially squared to bunt, then swings away and hits it right to Derek Clegan at second. It does move the runner over. 4-3 ground out. As Berry goes to third.
Center fielder, number 24, Cole McClovick.
So now it's Cole McClovick. This inning started. Berry on the first pitch got a bunt down perfectly. That died on the infield grass about a quarter of the way up the third base line. And Tom Sawyer ended up throwing it away. Even if he makes a perfect throw, Berry's probably safe. Now the 1-0 is a called strike, 1-1. It's probably in Sawyer's best interest to just hold on to the ball. But the A's will take it and put him at second. Berry's now at third after the ground out from Grimm that advanced him. And now Cole McClovick hits a ground ball over to Spetz at short, and that's going to score Berry, and the A's are going to tie it. Goes as a 6-3. It's an out, but it's an RBI. So small ball. The A's are going to go in this inning.
Shortstop, number 14, Grant Kasanke.
So a bunt single, an error, and then 2 groundouts, and the A's have tied it up. And now it's Grant Kasanke as he'll take a pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. Klavic will get an RBI. There's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. And it's 1-1. Now a line drive that will be picked up on a hop to Spetz at short, and he'll throw it low, but a nice play by Yako at first on the in-between hop to dig it out. Saves an error, and we'll head to the top of the third. The A's do score 1 on an RBI ground out from McClovic. At the top of the third, A's tied with the Storm at 1 apiece.
We're setting up 3 bowling pins, and each mascot will get 1 roll to knock them down. So please help me cheer them on, and we'll listen to Too Cool.
Of course it's Budman. Did you know that the racing sausages, the people actually see out of the mouths, not the actual eyes?
Yeah. Most mascots.
Which is kind of weird. Oh, that was bad.
Leading off the top of the third is the leadoff hitter, number 18, left fielder Mitch Egan.
Shortstop. top of the order in the top of the third, it'll be Mitch Egan, Derek Clegan, and Riley Spetz. There's a swing and a foul tip in the dirt, 0-1. Top of the order in the first inning got to Lumens. They had 3 straight singles, including an RBI from Spetz that scored Egan. Thanks to a double play from Rosinski, followed by a ground out from Tyler Brown. Lumens was able to hold the damage to just that 1 run, despite 3 straight hits to begin the game, as he'll spin in a curveball that will hang off the outside for a ball and a strike. Egan now takes 1. 2 balls and a strike, missing off the outside. He's ready 1 for 1 with a run scored. Now a half swing on a pitch off the outside. So he gets fooled. Tried to check his swing. He couldn't hold up, 2-2. Now we swing a pop-up to the third base side, and Stout will make the play in foul territory just to the left of the third base bag. It's the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 4, Derek Clegan.
That'll bring up Derek Clegan. The second baseman has a base hit. He's 1 for 1 so far tonight. And he takes a pitch on the outside for a called strike, 0-1. Swinging a ground ball foul. Past the third base coaching box, 0-2. With Riley Spetz, the shortstop, on deck. 1 out in the inning. Game now tied at 1. Now a pitch up that's fouled straight back. 0-2. Count will stay. A's with some good situational hitting in the last half inning that got them the run that ties this game. Now that one misses down low for a ball, 1-2. Started with a bunt single and an error on the play, and a couple of ground outs that moved the runner over to third and then to home. Now a fastball up, and it fooled Clegan as he was way late on the fastball. That's a strikeout, the first of the night for Lumens. 2 outs in the inning now.
Shortstop, Riley Spetz.
It's Spetz, the shortstop, who had the RBI in the first inning that scored Egan. He was eventually thrown out on the bases on a double play. He'll take a called strike, 0-1. Fastball that just missed. That had just missed off the outside of the zone. Now the 1-1 is a little loop line drive that will fall into short left center. That'll be a base hit. The second of the night for Spetz. He's now 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Rosinski with a runner at first. 2 outs in the inning.
The catcher, Kyle Rosinski.
Rosinski hitting to that 6-4-3 double play, which so far in this game has been a big play. As it turned first and second, nobody outs, to a runner at third with 2. That runner at third would be stranded. So an inning, that being the top of the first, it could have been so much worse. Lumen's able to do some damage control. And it's part of the reason why we're currently tied at 1. As he'll throw over to first. Runner will get back in time. We're swinging a ground ball that's through the left side. A hard hit ground ball in the left. Will be picked up by Warner. They'll put runners at first and second now. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs. It'll be Tyler Brown, the center fielder.
Center fielder, Tyler Brown.
Brown hit into a 5-3 ground out to
Were you
Stelz.
able to get any of the
That
mascots
ended the
to
first
throw
inning.
stuff into the trash?
First pitch to Brown is a curveball on the inside corner. 0-1 to the right-handed batting center fielder for the Green Bay Storm.
What was that?
0-1 misses down low for a ball.
Are we able to get some of the mascots to throw stuff into the crowd?
Now the 1-1. A fastball, and Lumens blew it by him. Might actually have been a foul tip that got out of the glove of Grimm. It's 1-2. Lumens a bend at the waist. It's the sign from Grimm. And he pitched in on the hands and hit foul. Just beyond the A's dugout near the mascots. As they duck for cover. It's A1's birthday, so there are several other mascots, including Budman and the Lakeland Muskie. All hanging out down with the third base dugout, by the A's dugout. So the 1-2 pitch, grounded to Stelz, he'll pick it up, and the throw is in time. And that will end the inning. So a couple of base hits with 2 outs. But Lumens strands a couple more runners, and we'll head to the bottom half of the third. And the A's and the Storm still tied at 1.
For Sheboygan, the designated hitter, number 21, Zach Kane.
It's a game tied at 1. We're in the bottom of the third. And the A's have their top of the order. It's Zach Kane, the DH. As he takes one down low from Wolkonski, a ball and no strikes. It's Mark Warner to follow. And then Harry Stelz. Mitch Sutton will bat if anyone reaches, as Kane on the 1-0 take ground ball just near the second base bag that Spetz will pick up the shortstop for a 6-3 ground out. Out number 1.
Left fielder, Mark Warner.
We'll bring up Mark Warner, bases empty, 1 out. Warner's 0 for 1. He grounded out to third in the first inning. Now he, on the first pitch, lines that one in the left center. That's going to get in for a base hit. So he'll take a big turnaround first, but it's cut off by Egan in left center. And so he'll go back to first. But it's a base hit with one out for Harry Stelt.
Third baseman, Harry Stelt.
Stelt in his last at bat got a pitch out over the plate and he hammered it into deep center field. One hop the fence off the warning track for a double. So swing and miss on that pitch off the outside and low 0-1. Following an infield single by Mitch Sutton is a 4-6 fielder's choice that ended the inning. As Stelt and Sutton were left stranded in the inning. Oh, 1 fouled straight back, 0-2. Olkowski will look over the runner, Warner at first. He's going to come to the plate with the 0-2, and Stelt's going to swing and miss. So Stelt strikes out with the runner at first, and that'll bring up Mitch Sutton with a ground ball to the left
First
side.
baseman, Mitch Sutton.
The shortstop, Riley Spetz, was able to grab in the hole, deep in the hole, before it got into left field. When he was unable to make a play, it was an infield single. I should say unable to make a throw that allowed him to reach at first. So he's 1 for 1 with that base hit. So there's a throw over to first. Now a pitch with the runner going. Warner's going to be safe. It's a ball, 1-0. Actually, it was a call to strike. It's 0-1, but Warner gets to second on a stolen base. So Sutton will now bat with a runner in scoring position. And the pitch comes inside. It's grounded over to third. Sawyer will pick it up, and he'll throw it high, but the out will be recorded. Connor Yackel had to leap high in the air to snake that ball. And it looked like he was able to get his foot down just before Sutton got his foot on the bag.
It is time for our favorite Miesfeld's mascot
So that will end the
race
inning.
of the
Went to
year.
the top of the fourth
We
inning.
have Avon and his friends
And this
racing.
game between the A's and the
He'll
Storm is
start
still
at second
tied.
base,
It's 1
run to
apiece.
third and finish at home plate. And maybe A1 has some birthday
I'm
luck
not
on
usually
his
Third baseman, Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer will lead it off. The third baseman is 0 for 1. with a ground out to second base. Now that pitch is hit in the left, but out of play, foul down the line. As Warner gave it a look, but he ran out of room. 0-1. It's Sawyer, Yackel, and Eric Erb. The 6, 7, 8 spots in the order. The 9-hole hitter Petterick will bat should a base runner reach in the inning. And it's a called strike to Sawyer on the outside. He's down 0-2. Lumens from the windup, a curveball outside corner, called strike. So Sawyer strikes out looking. That's the second K for Lumens tonight.
First baseman, Connor Yackel.
So 1 out for Connor Yackel, base is empty. Yackel is a first baseman. He bats from the right side. Looks at a curveball that catches the inside corner, just below the belt. No balls and a strike. And now that one will come in, and that'll plunk Yackel in the back. In between the numbers, and that'll be a hit by pitch.
Designated hitter, Eric Erb.
The second hit by pitch allowed by Lumens, and it'll bring up Eric Erb, who was the first batter hit that came in the second. He was eventually stranded at first.
Go ahead.
Lumens waited for his sign, looks over to first, and now he'll throw over to first. And Yackel will be back in time. It's the DH batting. As I said before, he was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance.
So next
Still without an official at-bat so far tonight. Now we throw over to first again. He nearly caught Yackel flat-footed. He kind of stumbled as he got to first, but able to sneak his hand back in there.
Okay.
Now Yackel, Erb on the first pitch swings and fouls it back. It's off the backstop and will roll up the first base line. Picked up by the on-deck hitter, 0-1. Lumens now working from the stretch. Another throw over, and it will be in the dirt. It will get away from Sutton. And it will go in foul territory up the right field line. Probably be an error ruled to Lumens. There's a throw low that Sutton couldn't corral. So runner at second on the E1. It's an 0-1 count as Erb squares to bunt, pulls it back, and it's a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes. On the 0-2, a little weak ground ball to Barry, who will make the play in the hole between first and second.
Excellent.
He'll pick that ball up just on the edge of the outfield grass.
Yes.
That's the second out of the inning. Runner from second goes up to third, but now there's
Right
2
fielder,
outs.
Andy Petterick.
It's Andy Petterick, who flew out to left to end the second. Again, it's Yackel at third. He was hit by a pitch, advanced on an error from Lumens on an attempted pickoff. And advanced to third on the ground out. As Petterick kicks one off the outside for a ball. 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, but it just missed. 2 balls, no strikes. We're at the top of the fourth. We're tied at 1. Storm with 5 hits, and they've committed an error. A's with 1 run 4 hits. They've also committed an error. So that one misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes.
Sheila?
3-0 is way off the outside. That'll be ball 4.
Birthday to A1 right away. Musco has to leave.
So Lumens walks the 9-hole hitter on 4 pitches.
Left fielder, Mitch Egan.
So to bring up Mitch Egan, not necessarily the end of the world that Pederick walked. Was a base open at first with a runner at third, but it does bring up the top of the order. And the first pitch, and Mitch Egan will hit it in the right. That's going to be a base hit. A run's going to score, and the Storm now regain the lead 2-1.
Second baseman, Derek Clegan.
So now it's Derek Clegan. Now runners at first and second, as Pederick goes up to second on the base hit. Yakko's the one to score. That error that Lumens committed on the pickoff, looming large here. Ball wasn't hit all that hard in the right. There's a called strike 0-1. The 0-1 as a curveball popped up in the left, and making the catch in very short left center is Mark Warner. As he'll make the call, and that won the inning, but thanks in part to an error and a couple of base hits.
We have Budman and Mr. Menchie participating.
The Storm get another.
Tonight's question: in what year
Allows them to
did
retake the
A1
lead as we'll head to the
make
bottom
his
half of the
debut
fourth.
as the A's mascot?
Scores 2-1 in favor of Green Bay.
1992, B 1996, or C 2001? They are unanimous, and their answer is B 1996. And that is correct. Congratulations! And now join me in singing.
It's the bottom of the fourth. The A's now trail 2-1.
Right fielder, Adam Ryan.
And it'll bring up Adam Ryan, the right fielder. He'll lead it off. The first pitch from Wolkonski misses down and in for a ball, 1-0. Hunter Berry to follow, then Taylor Grimm, the catcher. 5, 6, 7 due up in the order. And that one misses high and away. 2 balls and no strikes to Adam Ryan. Grounded into a 4-6 force out to end the first. He's 0 for 1. Now he'll hit that fastball out of play. Go on the left field side over the A's dugout. 2 balls and a strike. Two, 1, and that misses down and away. 3 balls and a strike to Adam Ryan. And Ryan waits for the 3-1. It's a fastball that's inside. That'll be ball 4. So the A's have a leadoff base runner. He'll go to first, and that'll bring up Hunter Berry.
Second baseman, Hunter Berry.
Berry started a little bit of a rally in the second. A's scored 1 in the inning. That time it tied it at 1. He bunted on the first pitch. It was a perfect bunt. He reached first and then went to second on an error made by the third baseman Sawyer. As he'll take a called strike going 1. Would eventually advance over to third and then scored on back-to-back groundouts from Grimm and McClavick. Now he'll take an 0-1 pitch that's down and away. A nice block by Rosinski. Now 1-1 the count. Storm got 1 in the top half of this inning. It was Yackel who was hit by a pitch that scored. There's a fastball high, 2-1. Big at bat in the inning was the 9-hole hitter walking on 4 pitches. And then Mitch Egan in the top of the order on the first pitch hit went into right for a base hit. That scored Yackel from third base. Now the 2-1. Swung on and grounded to Sawyer, who makes a diving play. Gets it in his glove, and then he'll throw it to Derek Clegan at second to try and get Adam Ryan, but it's in and out of the glove of Clegan. Everybody's going to be safe. Sawyer did the hard part.
Catcher, Taylor Grimm.
Sawyer made the hard part of the play, was just getting a glove on that ball. Was able to corral it when he got up and made the throw. Was off the second base bag, and Clegan, the second baseman, couldn't handle it. Goes as an E5. There's a first pitch fastball for a call strike to Taylor Grimm. He's down 0-1. So it's Ryan at second base. Berry reaches on a fielder's choice. Now Grimm hits a foul ball straight back, 0-2. Grimm grounded out to second. He's 0 for 1. He's now down in an 0-2 count. His team trails 2-1, but there are 2 men on and nobody out. Swinging a foul, just got a piece of it. It will roll to the backstop. Still no balls and 2 strikes. That error by Sawyer was the second of the game for the Storm. The 0-2 again. A fastball close, but it just missed. A good take by Grimm. The first ball of the at-bat, now 1-2. Konski's 1-2. Swung on and grounded. Foul. Down the third base line. Took the home plate umpire a bit to make a call. And as the A's runners on base were running around to score, when he threw his hands up. So a tough break there, as Grimm hit it hard down the third base line and was just foul. If that's a fair ball, it would have scored 2. Instead, we'll redo it again at 1-2. As Ryan and Berry will go back to their bases. And Grimm will step back into the box. It's a 1-2 count. Now, Konski will start and then stop and look back at the runner, Adam Ryan, to second. No throw made. No one covering the bag. Just keeping an eye on the runners. On The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. A breaking ball that Grimm couldn't connect with. That's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, Cole McClovick.
And it'll bring up Cole McClovick. Still runners at first and second. One out in the inning. The first pitch comes in and drills him on his front leg. It's his left leg. And he'll take a trot down to first, and the A's are going to load him up here with 1 out.
Shortstop, Grant Kasenki.
It's Ryan at third. He walked to begin the inning. Barry reached on a fielder's choice. He stands at second. And again, McClovick, who was just hit by a pitch at first. Storm are going to play with their corner infielders near the grass, as there is a force at home to try and cut down the potential tying run. It's a ball and no strikes in the first pitch. Middle infielders are going to try for the double play that would end the inning. 1-0 pitch, is tying away. 2 balls and no strikes as Mrozinski is going to have a quick chat with his pitcher. So he'll trot out to the mound. It's 2-1 our score. Storm got 1 in the first on 3 straight base hits to begin the game. A's got 1 back thanks to some good situational hitting. A run scored on a ground out from McClovick before the Storm got 1 back to retake the lead on the top of the 5th, or the top of the 4th, on a base hit from Mitch Egan. Now Kasenki on the 2-0 pitch hits that one in the left center. Might be deep enough, and the catch is made by Tyler Brown. The throw is up the first base side as Ryan's going to score. It's now 2-2. So a sac fly, RBI. Scores Adam Ryan. Bring up the top of the order now.
Designated hitter, Zach Kane.
It's Zach Kane, the DH. Runners now on first and third as Barry advanced to third on the throw from Brown that was to home plate. McClovick did not advance, he's still at first, and he'll have to scurry back to first as there's a throw over from Wilkonski. Kasenki with an RBI ties this game back up. The A's are able to get that run right back. Now Zach Kane on a pitch on the inside. He's able to inside out the swing and hits it hard in the left. That's a base hit as McClovick from first is going to go all the way to third base. It's 3-2. McClovick with some good speed. It was a ball hit to left field. It's a risky move trying to go to first to third. The throw was close from the left fielder, Mitch Egan. McClovick just slid in, and Kane goes to second on the throw. So an RBI single. Runners now at second and third for Mark Warner.
Left fielder, Mark Warner.
A's now lead 3-2, and Warner, with 2 runners in scoring position, takes one on the outside corner. 0-1. Warner singled in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. He's also got a stolen base. Came in the 3rd inning, currently in the bottom of the 4th. He swings at that pitch, and he's able to just get a piece of it. Fouls it away 0-2. Wilkonski's 0-2 is popped up on the infield. And the third baseman, Tom Sawyer, is going to make the catch, and that will end the inning.
Earlier in the game,
So we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. The A's scored 2 thanks to a sac fly and an RBI base hit from Zach Kane. The A's now lead. It's 3-2.
Also, earlier the A's had the bases loaded Program 319, you have won a gift certificate courtesy of 3.
Riley Spetz will lead off the top of the fifth. As the A's finally have their first lead of the game, 3-2. And the first pitch is a diving play by Kasanke. The throw from his rear end is in time. That's a fantastic play for an out. It was a hard shot to shortstop. Kasanke, a outstretched diving play.
It's a web, Jim. Next up for Green Bay, the catcher, Kyle Rosinski.
He quickly turned around and from his seat made a great throw, and it's a 6-3 ground out, and there's one out in the inning. First pitch now to Brzezinski is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Fastball misses high, 1-1. Curveball now popped up into left field. Mark Warner a couple steps back. And he lost the ball, and that's going to fall in. That'll be a double. It was a simple pop-up, but Mark Warner either lost it in the lights or with the backdrop of the overcast sky.
Center fielder, Tyler Brown.
Looked like he was settling underneath it, and all of a sudden he threw his hands up in the air and the ball was dropping into left center. So it goes as a double, though it should have been the second out. Now it's Tyler Brown. He swings and fouls that one.
Raffle tickets now over by the souvenir stand. More you buy, the better chance you have of winning. Get your 50-50 tickets now over at the souvenir stand.
The center fielder has grounded out twice to Stout. He's 0 for 2. One from Lumens. It's down and away, a ball and a strike. One from Lumens. Swung on and grounded foul. Past the third base coach. 1-2. It's Riley Spetz. Kyle Rosinski at second. Riley Spetz grounded out on what was a phenomenal play by Kasanke, robbing him a base hit. One of the finest plays we'll see this year. As that one is off the outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's Tom Sawyer to follow. There's one out in the inning. A's lead 3-2. Now a breaking pitch in on the hands, popped up. Hunter Berry will make the catch right near the second base bag. That's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, Tom Sawyer.
So in steps Tom Sawyer. The third baseman has struck out and grounded out to Berry at second base. And the first pitch is a fastball. Sawyer couldn't catch up to it, 0-1. Put it on the inside corner. Sawyer has the second of the 2 strikeouts that Lumens has so far tonight. And so look at that one off the outside corner. 1-1 to count. It's 7 base hits, 2 runs for the Storm as that one is hit out of play. 1-2. For the A's, it's 3 runs on 5 base hits. Swinging another foul, this one into the netting.
What's up, Doc?
Still 1-2. Lumens trying to strand the potential tying run at second base. We're on the top of the 5th. There's a swinging little pop-up that will fall in for a base hit. Mark Warner's going to pick it up, and he overran it. So no throw at the plate. As the runner will score, some tough luck for Lumens and the A's. It's now tied at 3.
First baseman, Connor Yackel.
So Mrozinski scores. And that pop-up that Warner lost in the lights that allowed a runner to go to second counts as a double. There's a called strike going 1. Eventually comes around to score. As Tom Sawyer didn't hit it all that well, but he hit it in the right spot just over the head of Kasenki in short left center. And now there's a called strike. It's 0-2 to Yackel with the runner Sawyer at first base. Fastball on the outside corner with the runner going. The throw from Grimm was in time, but it was a called strike, so it does not matter. As Yackel is called out on strikes, it's the 3rd strikeout for Lumens. The Storm do get 1 run. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th. It's a game now tied. It's 3-3. It's a game tied at 3. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, and it'll be Harry Stelt to lead it off. As Chris Wolkowski is back on the mound for his 5th inning. And he misses off the outside to Stelt. A ball and no strikes. Fastball outside corner, 1-1 as he catches the outside. Stelt has struck out and doubled. He's 1 for 2. When he swings and hit that one out of play, that'll be on a New Jersey Avenue. Ball and 2 strikes. It's Stelt, Sutton, and Adam Ryan due up in the inning. It's the middle of the order, 3, 4, 5. There's a pitch that misses off the outside, 2-2. This is a game as we are on the bottom of the 5th. Has already seen 3 lead changes. Excuse me, 2 lead changes. And 3 ties. There's a pitch way off the outside, and Stelt now at a full count. There's a fastball that missed off the outside. It's close. Like Wolkowski wanted to call, but it's ball 4. A's have a leadoff base runner.
First baseman, Mitch Sutton.
So it's Mitch Sutton. He's singled, grounded out. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah.
Sutton will take the first pitch, strike and a fastball. On the count. He's trying to regain the lead. There's a fastball missing in the dirt. Ball and a strike. A's scored 2 in the bottom half of the 4th. That gave them a 3-2 lead. It was their first lead of the night. Well, the Storm got one right back in the top half of this inning. That retied it at 3. There's a fastball that missed outside, 2-1.
Danny?
The 2-1 is lined into right center. That's a base hit. And that's going to roll into deep right center as the throw from Andy Petterick is going to go into second base, and he's actually going to overthrow the second baseman, and that will end up rolling all the way past the third base baseline, as that'll allow Sutton to go all the way to second base. He initially stopped when he saw that throw was coming into second.
Right fielder, Adam Ryan.
Stelt was able to go first to third on the base hit, but the errant throw that went over the head of the second baseman allows Sutton to go to second. So instead of runners in the corners, it's now runners at second and third. There's nobody out, and it'll be Adam Ryan stepping in. First pitch fouled straight back, 0-1. Error goes to the right fielder. It's an E9. And Stelt would have been at third regardless. The error allows another runner, that's Sutton, to go to second. So 2 runners in scoring position. And the 0-1 pitch, a changeup that was swung and a missed, 0-2. The Storm playing with their infield in. Should say infield halfway in. All around. Trying to cut down a potential runner. So now Adam Ryan hits that one into left field. It'll be caught in short left by Egan as Stelt started but then quickly stopped as he cannot score. So not deep enough for a sac fly. It's the first down of the inning.
Second baseman, Hunter Berry.
So now it's Hunter Berry, 1 out in the inning. Still 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. Barry has scored twice. He scored 2 of the 3 runs. First reached on a single, on a bunt single. And he swings and grounds that one right to Tom Sawyer at third. He'll pick it up as he gets to a knee and throws in time. That's a 5-3 ground out. Still unable to score as that was hit right to the third baseman.
Catcher, Taylor Grimm.
No contact play, and it's a good thing because Stelt would have been dead to rights at home. So still runners at second and third. Now 2 outs. It's Taylor Grimm. He's grounded out and struck out. In his last at bat, he hit a hard hit ground ball that was just fouled on the third base line. If he could have kept it fair, it would have been likely a 2-run double. Said it was just foul. And he eventually struck out in the at bat as he takes a first pitch off the outside for a ball, 1-0. 3-3 is our score. A's threatening to retake the lead, and Grimm was late on that one. He fouls it back off the end of the bat, 1-1. Konski working from the windup, and Grimm hammers that one into left field. That's deep, and that's going to be over the head off the fence. 2 runs are going to score as Grimm's going to motor into second, sliding it safely. A 2-run double. A's take a 5-3 lead.
There's the double for that.
Grimm missed a home run by just a couple of feet. He hit it halfway up the fence off the 2 men in a truck sign out there.
Center fielder, Cole McClavick.
So although he missed a home run by a couple of feet, Grimm will take it because it gives his team a 2-run lead. As Stelt and Sutton were both able to score very easily. And now it's Cole McClavick with another runner at second base.
Danny,
First
coming
pitch
up
misses
after
low for a
this
ball,
next
1-0.
We're going to do the chicken dance.
Fastball outside corner for a strike, 1-1. McClavick has grounded into a 6-3 and did score a run. He was given an RBI. He's also been hit by a pitch and been stranded at third. He's 0 for 1 as he's now ahead 2 balls and a strike. Double by Grimm was the 7th hit of the game for the A's. Storm have 8. As that one misses down on the way, 3-1. The A's have the advantage in the run column. It's 5-3 after that double. The A's have scored 2 runs in back-to-back innings. Now McClavick hits that one hard right past Taylor Grimm, but the shortstop Spetz will pick it up, and now he throws it away. Goes into the dugout as Grimm is going to score. Looked like Spetz might have had a shot at an out. It will be ruled a base hit. Would have been a very tough play to get McClavick a better throw, and he might get the out. But McClavick will be awarded with a base hit. He gets no RBI. He'll go to second on the E6. Another runner at second. It's now 6-3. And it'll bring up Grant Kasanke. Now he hits one in the right. That's a base hit. McClavick will be waved around third. The throw coming home is in time, and that's the out. It was up the third base line just a bit as McClavick tried to slide around the throw, or I should say slide around the tag. But Brzezinski doing a good job of
Thanks to
putting the
Taylor
tag on
Grimm's double.
McClavick. But thanks to
Program
an
number
error, along with the 2-run
317
double
is taking
from
home
Taylor
a
Grimm, will go to the
$10
top of the
East Bell
6th.
gift card
A's now lead. It's 6-3.
We got at least 2 runs that inning. Program 3-1-7.
It's the top of the 6th. A's now with a 3-run lead at 6-3. As Lumens will get a curveball on the outside for a called strike. 0-1 to Eric Erb, the DH. He's been hit by a pitch and he's grounded out. Now he'll take one down at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. It's 0-2. A's have scored 5 in their last 2 innings. It's given them a 6-3 lead. It's now the 4th lead change of the game. That one is down and off the outside, 1-2. One-two pitch to Erb. Called third strike. Curveball right on the inside. It's the first out of the inning. And the 4th K for Lumens. That'll bring up Andy Petterick.
Right fielder, Andy Petterick.
The Storm took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 1st. The A's in the bottom of the 2nd tied it at 1. We were tied into the top of the 4th. As that pitch misses off the outside for a ball. Before the Storm scored 1, that made it 2-1. The A's got 2. That tied it and then took the lead at 3-2. So there's a called strike, 1-1. Then the Storm got 1 right back in the top of the 5th. Made it 3-3, and then the A's 3 in the last half inning, as we now stand at 6-3. So 4 lead changes and 3 ties. It's now 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a miss. It was a 2-1 count, but Grimm started going around the horn. He thought it was a 3rd strike. So it's 2-2, and that one's popped up in the short left. Warner's going to make a diving play, and he won't be able to get to it as Grant Kaseki will pick up the play, and he'll make a throw wide of second base. And Sutton will pick up that ball. So it'll be a double. As Warner tried to make a catch for the out. So Petterick at second base for the top of the order now.
Left fielder, Mitch Egan.
So it's Mitch Egan, who singled twice. He's scored a run. He's got an RBI. He's also popped out. He's 2 for 3 tonight. There's a curveball that misses off the outside, 1-0. Top of the order. The top 4 batters, I should say, for the Storm have been giving Lumen trouble all day. And as I say that, Barry He's going to make a play up the middle, but can't make the throw in time. It'll be another infield single.
Second baseman Derek Clegan.
So now it's Derek Clegan. That's the third base hit for Egan. As I was saying, now with that base hit, of the 10 base hits the Storm have, 8 have come from the top 4 in the order. Mitch Egan has 3, Clegan has 1 as he steps in. Riley Spetz has 2, Rosinski has 2 with a single and a double. Well, there's a ground ball, will be picked up by Kasanke. A run will score. And he'll throw out the runner in time. Goes to 6-3 and RBI. Egan goes to second on the play.
Shortstop Riley Spetz.
Pederick, who doubled and advanced to third on the infield single, scores. And it'll bring up Riley Spetz, a runner at second. It's now 6-4. And it's a curveball for a called strike, 0-1. Spetz, the shortstop, has singled twice. He's grounded out. And I'll make that 3 singles as that's going to fall in front of McClavic. He'll pick it up on a hop and throw it into Sutton, who'll cut it off just behind the pitcher's mound. It's the 11th base hit. Run does not score as McClavic was able to get to it quickly and make a nice strong throw in. And it'll bring up Kyle Rosinski.
Catcher Kyle Rosinski.
So that makes now 9 base hits of the first 11. They've come from the top 4. Mitch Egan and Riley Spetz both with 3 base hits. It's a curveball for a called strike on the outside, 0-1. Meanwhile, all the strikeouts that Lumens has have come from the 6, 7, and 8 hole hitters. As the runner at first will be off on the pitch, the throw from Grimm down will not be in time, as now Barry will then make a quick flip over to third. As Egan initially started to try and score from third, he quickly went back when he saw that Barry was trying to throw him out. So it counts as a stolen base. It's a 0-2 count. It was a strike. Runner's now at second and third. And there's a fastball and it just missed. Looks like it had the plate, but it just missed high above the zone. The ball and 2 strikes to Kyle Rosinski. He's doubled, scored, he's got a base hit. He's also hit into a double play. That one will miss way off the outside. 2-2. 2 outs in the inning, 2 runners on base. A's lead 6-4. There is 1 run in the inning. It was the RBI ground out from Clegan that scored Pederick. There's a little pop-up that Barry was going to back up on and make the catch in very short right. Just about 1 or 2 steps in the outfield. He's able to haul it in and the inning will end. So Lumens leaves a couple of more base runners. Does allow 1 to score on the RBI ground out. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. A's still leading. Score 6-4.
And just a reminder that we are serving hot dogs this evening in the concession stand for only $1, as well as birthday cake celebrating anyone's birthday. Stock up on your hot dogs and birthday cake over at our concession stand. Too cool.
What's Folger's first name?
I mean, we're in the bottom of the 6th and we have 20 collective hits already. Get only 10 runs. I think it'll be more. the bottom half of the 6th inning. And it's the top of the order for the A's. As Zach Kane will take one inside as it soars above his shoe tops. It's a ball. It's 1-0. Now Zach Kane hits that one deep into right center. Going back is the center fielder Tyler Brown, and he made the catch. Nice running catch by Brown as he hauls that one in. As he was taking a couple steps on the warning track, hauled it in just in front of the fence.
Left fielder, Mark Warner.
So Kane hit it very well, but a nice read by Brown to get the first out. It'll bring up Mark Warner, and the first pitch is grounded over to the shortstop. Spetz will pick it up and throw in time. That's 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Third baseman, Harry Stelt.
So now Harry Stelt, 2 outs in the inning. A's lead 6-4. There's a fastball that missed down low for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 hit hard into right at Andy Petterick, and he misplays it. That'll go all the way to the fence as Stelt's going to go to second base. He'll probably be ruled a double. Line drives are often hard to judge for right fielders, or I should say outfielders in general.
First baseman, Mitch Sutton.
But Petterick initially came in on the line drive and then quickly tried to get back on it, but it was past his outstretched glove as it rolled all the way to the fence. It's the 10th base hit for the A's. It's a double, and it's Mitch Sutton as he'll take a ball, 1-0. Now 2 balls and no strikes as that one misses down low. It's the second double for Stelt tonight. And his 3rd time he's reached, he walked back in the 5th and eventually scored. There's a fastball up and in. 3 balls and no strikes to Sutton. He's got a couple of base hits, 2 singles. He's scored. He's also grounded out. He's 1 for 3. Coming, and now Wilkowski will step off. Looking in, gets the sign he wants from Rosinski. 3-0 to Sutton. Down and away, that'll be ball 4, as Sutton will work on 4 straight. He'll take first on a walk, and that'll bring up Adam Ryan.
Right fielder, Adam Ryan.
Adam Ryan is 0 for 2. He has walked and also scored. Came back in the 4th. Adam Ryan bats from the left side and goes without the batting gloves, as he always does. He'll swing and foul that one out of play to the left side, 0-1. Runners at first and second, as a timeout will be called by Ryan at the plate. It's 6-4 A's lead. There's been 21 combined hits in this ballgame already, 11 for the Storm, 10 for the A's. So that one misses off the outside, 1-1. The Storm have committed 4 errors on defense. The A's just 1 so far. Now, Adam Ryan will ground that one down the first base line, and it'll be picked up by Connor Yackel behind the bag, and he'll step on first. And that will end the inning. A's get a couple of base runners, including a double from Stelp, but they cannot bring anyone across to score. We've completed 6 innings. We have the final third of the game, sitting 7, 8, and 9. It'll be the top of the
Friday and
7th.
Saturday, they are hosting pool
The A's
play
lead.
in the Wisconsin
6-4.
Amateur Baseball Classic Tournament. Tomorrow's first game will be at 7:30.
It's a new man on the mound for the A's. It'll be Aiden Wojciechowski, number 41 in replacement of Derek Lumens.
Center fielder, Tyler Brown.
Lumens has plenty of traffic in the 6 innings that he was on the mound. Gave up 11 base hits. Gave up 4 runs. He is in line for the win, as Wojciechowski on the first pitch is a fastball that misses up and in. It's a ball and no strikes to Tyler Brown. Lumens did strike out 4 batters. That one comes in and nearly hits Brown. 2 balls and no strikes. Lumens also hit a couple batters and walked 1 in his 6 innings. It's a fastball off the outside, 3-0. So his final line was 6 innings, 11 base hits, 2 hit by pitches, a walk, 4 runs, and I believe they are all earned. Now the 3-1 is fouled out of play. 3-2. Again, he is in line for the win. Lumens, again, had to deal with a lot of traffic. 14 total base runners that he allowed. And now that 3-2 pitch will miss high for a ball, and it's a leadoff base runner. Brown will go to first, and it'll be Tom Sawyer.
Third baseman, Tom Sawyer.
Sawyer has singled, struck out, and grounded out. And Wojciechowski goes sidearm and comes in and drills the left-handed batter Sawyer right between the numbers. That'll be a hit by pitch, and there's 2 runners. And Wojciechowski in early trouble.
First baseman, Connor Yackel.
Wojciechowski will be a pitcher that will change arm angles, and on that pitch he went sidearm. he didn't have the release point quite right as it came and drilled the batter Sawyer. It was a fastball right in the back. So 2 runners on. So now he'll go over the top. And that is a fastball high for a ball, 1-0. It's Connor Yackel. He's struck out looking. He's been hit by a pitch. He's scored. He's also grounded out. He's 0 for 2 officially. As Wojciechowski's got a called strike on the outside, 1-1. Wojciechowski is a left-handed reliever. The batter will square to bunt, and he'll bunt through it. The batter wants an appeal down the first. Or I should say, technically an appeal down the second, as the field umpire is standing near the second base area with runners on base. The home plate umpire rules that it is a strike. So it's 1-2, no appeal. Might have ruled it was actually on the location, not the bunt attempt. Now the 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Nobody out in the inning. A's with a 6-4 lead. The Storm have the tying run on base. The go-ahead run stands at the plate. There's a fastball that's up and in. Comes inside, and it's a full count. Wojciechowski doesn't want to walk this batter here. It would put the go-ahead run at first. The tying run would go to second with nobody out. And it's a 3-2 fastball, and he blew it right by him. Might have been out of the zone just a bit high. But a high fastball that Yackel thought he could hit.
Designated hitter, Eric Erb.
But Wojciechowski does have some life on his fastball, and he got it by him. So there's a strikeout, the first out of the inning. Now to bring up Eric Erb. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a ground up, and a hit by pitch. He's looking for the double play that would get him out of the inning. And Wojciechowski, a fastball on the outside corner. Good location, 0-1. Erb DHing tonight. He's batting in the 8th spot. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. There's some early struggles in this inning. Wojciechowski seems to have figured it out. He's 0-2. One out in the inning after he struck out the last batter. Now a swing and a foul straight back, high into the netting. There'll be another 0-2 pitch upcoming. Wojciechowski is set, and he'll go sidearm. A slow breaking ball that just missed off the outside. Pretty good location from Wojciechowski. Does have some pitches to work with. It's now 1-2. We're trying to see if Erb would chase. Now the 1-2, sidearm again, and it's fouled back to the backstop. Another 1-2 pitch will be following shortly, as Grimm is going to walk out and have a quick chat with his pitcher. Maybe going over what they want to do here on this pitch. Wojciechowski set. And the 1-2, a fastball. It swung on and missed. Up and away, and he gets the second strikeout of the inning. Both on pitches up in the zone. The batters couldn't hold up.
Right fielder, Andy Petterick.
So now it's Andy Petterick. He's 1 for 2. He's doubled, he's scored a run, he's also walked. He's reached base twice in his 3 plate appearances. He'll take one off the outside. It's 1-0. It's a favorable matchup for Wojciechowski. It's a lefty batter, as he is a lefty reliever. Pedrick in the 9th spot, and a swing and a miss. And sidearm again on that one. 1-1. 1-1, way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now a throw down to second. And it looked close. It looked like the throw might have drilled the runner at second base. The umpire is checking on to see if he's okay. Yasenki was trying to cover the second base bag. It was a close play from Grimm. Yasenki, who was running behind the runner, couldn't get his glove on the ball, so it drilled the runner. Yasenki's able to get in front of the runner. Might be able to make a tag. But it would have been a very close play regardless. It's now 2-1. As Wojciechowski will look back to runner at second base. 2 outs in the inning. Inning started with a walk. And then a hit by pitch. Now a curveball that missed high. 3 balls and a strike.
Why you want to walk the number 9 batter or go to the number 1 hitter?
Top of the order due on deck. There's 2 outs in the inning and the 3-1. A called strike. So Wojciechowski able to pour in a strike, works it to full. Both runners with 2 outs will be off on the pitch. There they go in the 3-2. And a called strike on the inside corner. Wojciechowski works himself into some early trouble, but strikes out the side on the next 3 batters. And he tight ropes out of danger. We'll head to the the bottom half of the 7th.
Our friends over
And the
at
A's
Magic
still leading.
Car
It's
Wash
6-4.
want to make sure your car is looking good all summer long. Program number 320.
Bottom of the 7th. A's lead 6-4, and it's Hunter Berry to lead it off.
You had the D-Day for president, you were okay. But now you got pickles, now you're getting me.
It's a called strike 0-1. And back-to-back called strikes. Berry down on the count 0-2.
Sheila, I'm assuming you guys are done counting 50-50?
Wilkonski is still on the mound, as he'll bring in a curveball that almost hits Berry.
Good.
It just barely missed him. And it looked like he was arguing with the umpire that it did hit him. There'll be a 1-2 count. Now a pitch on the inside and a swing, and looks like it was a foul ball that was off the foot, maybe the shin of Barry as he goes down in a heap. The trainers are going to have a trot out and have a chat with him, see what's up. He was able to get back up, still looking at his left, looks like his shin. Looks like he took a foul ball right off his shin. As soon as he swung at it, he fell down immediately. So he's going to try and walk it off. He might be okay. If anything, he's just in a lot of discomfort right now. He's wearing a shin guard on that leg, but I think the ball hit just above the shin guard. And he's going to be okay as both trainers will head back to the dugout. Lumens will go back to third base. So it'll be a 1-2 pitch after the foul ball. Barry has singled, reached on a fielder's choice. He's also grounded out as he'll pop that one high into the air to the right side, and making the catch is Derek Clegan as he'll call off Yackel, the first baseman, for the first out. So one out.
Catcher, Taylor Grimm.
And that'll bring up Taylor Grimm, who's had the big hit in this game. He came up with 2 outs, runners at second and third, and he hit a fly ball deep in the left that went halfway up the fence out there for a 2-run double. And at that time, it gave the A's a 5-3 lead. They would get one more in the inning. It made it 6-3. It's now 6-4 as the Storm got one in the top of the 6th. A's got those 3 runs that gave them a 6-3 lead in the bottom of the 5th. It's now a 1-1 count to Taylor Grimm as he looks at that one low and away, 2-1. Other than that double, Grimm has struck out and grounded out. He's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He's also scored. That run scored came on an error. Now he lines that one up the middle, past the diving Riley Spetz into center. A 1-out base hit for Taylor Grimm, his second hit of the night. He's at first base for Cole McClavick.
Center fielder, Cole McClavick.
Josh Moses is coming in.
Now we're going to have a pinch hit appearance.
Moses.
It's Josh Moses now hitting.
Pinch hitting, Josh Moses.
This is a good sign for the A's. Josh Moses had been sidelined with an ankle injury for the last few days. He was taking batting practice earlier this afternoon. Still not quite healthy enough to play a full 9 innings. Might see him go in the outfield after this inning, as he'll take a called strike 0-1. Moses has been the A's best hitter this season. And he'll look at one down and away for a ball and a strike. So it'll be a huge boost to this offense if he can start playing in regularly again. He's batting for Cole McClavick. McClavick finished with 1 RBI. That was on an RBI groundout. He was also hit by a pitch, and he singled. He was also eventually thrown out at home to end the bottom of the 5th as Moses works it to a 2-1 count. Tried scoring from second on a ground ball from Kasenki that was in the short right. Now Josh Moses hits that in the right. That's a base hit. Runners at first and second. So his first game back in about a week, and a base hit in the right.
Shortstop, Grant Kasanke.
So now it's Grant Kasanke.
Also a stolen base.
Now a stolen base
That was weird.
from Taylor Grimm. As he caught the infield defense napping. No one was really paying attention over at third base, so he just kept running from second and went to third. Now the second baseman Clegan having a chat with a field umpire, trying to see if timeout was called on the field.
Still on the clock.
So now it's Grant Kasanke, and the first pitch fouled back. 0-1. So it's a stolen base for Grimm.
There's a single to right.
The infield for the Storm just
Yeah.
sort of lost track of him, and he noticed it, and he took off for third. Now a small delay as a ball is lodged underneath the tarp. The umpire will run and grab it. Now we're set to restart. It's 0-1 to Kasanke. Runner at first is Moses. Runner at third, Grimm. Pitch inside. A nice block by Rosinski. Took a quick short hop on him. So a 1-1 count to Kasanke. He's singled. He's got an RBI and a sac fly. He's also grounded out. Now a pitch up in the zone, fouled straight back. 1-2. 6-4 A's lead. They've got 12 base hits. Green Bay with 11. Now the 1-2. Ground ball over to Spetz at short. The throw to second is in time, and now the throw to first, and that'll be a double play. So a 6-4-3 ends the inning, as they will leave a runner stranded at third, as we'll head to the top of the eighth. We're down to our final two innings, and the A's have a lead.
Rise and
It's
shine,
6-4.
everybody. $75 to give away in the 50-50 tonight. Up, 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 up. You bought a ticket, you gotta get up to win.
Top of the eighth and top of the order. It's Mitch Egan. A's Still with the lead, 6-4. It's Wojciechowski on the mound for his second inning. And it's a pitch inside and low as it will roll to the backstop, 1-0. Wojciechowski came in the 7th. That was the last inning. He walked the first and hit the second batter he faced and struck out the next 3 batters in order to strand those runners at first and second. Now he called strike on the outside. It's the lefty Wojciechowski against the lefty Egan. He's got 3 base hits, including an RBI and a run scored. All 3 base hits are singles. So he'll take one off the outside, check swing. And he throw down to first. Or should an appeal down to first. And it's a swing, so it's 1-2. Initially the home plate umpire wasn't going to rule down to, or going to appeal down to home over the field umpire. For Wojciechowski, then put his arms up and asked if he could do it. And so that'll be a foul ball, 1-2.
In Wisconsin State League action, Depew beats Oshkosh 11-3.
Wojciechowski set, and the 1-2. Down in the dirt. Blocked by Grimm. 2-2. Nobody out in the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. It'll be Clegan and then Riley Spetz to follow. 1, 2, 3 in the order. Two comes inside, fouled out of play. Still 2-2. The top of the order has done a lot of damage. All of that came against Lumens. They've got 9 of the 11 base hits. The top 4 in the order. Just swinging another foul, 2-2. Now the 2-2. And that's fouled way out of place. The top 4 in the order, I should say the top 3 in the order, have also accounted in some way for the 4 runs. They've either drove them in or scored of the 4 runs so far. And now there's a ground ball right back to Wojciechowski. He'll pick it up, run over to first, and underhanded to Sutton. It's a 1-3. That's the first out. That'll bring up Derek Clegan.
Second baseman, Derek Clegan.
He's singled. He's grounded out. He has an RBI. He's also struck out and flown out to left. And there's a called strike. It's 0-1 to the right-handed batting second baseman. This is the first time he's seen Wojciechowski. His first 4 plate appearances came against Lumens. That one misses down and in. A ball and a strike. One. Fastball, strike. 1-2. Now a timeout called.
Just got an email from someone who's here tonight who's pissed off at the older guy who carries around the goalies.
The 1-2. Fastball down low, just missed. 2-2. Wojciechowski's set. Another 2-2. Sidearm. And it's fouled back. Another 2-2 pitch.
They're pissed because the guy was like yelling at him for not shooting. And he was going to go. his employee, so they pissed off the organization. So, he's just a fan of the group, so.
2-2, sidearm again, and it's down and away. Full count. There's one out in the inning. The bases are empty. A's lead 6-4. And sidearm yet again, fouled away. Out of play and behind home plate. So we'll have our second straight payoff pitch coming up.
Is that humming from the speakers? I hear the faint like.
Payoff again, fouled again. This time into the netting.
Bueller.
We'll have our third straight 3-2 pitch coming up.
Bueller.
Wojciechowski having trouble getting the put-away pitch. He's ahead of the batter, 1-2. Payoff again. A swing and a foul. It's a foul tip that he just got enough of. Might have been off the glove of Grimm. Now Grimm seems to be having some issues. Like something with maybe his contact or maybe a piece of dirt in his eye.
Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time.
So we'll have a fourth straight 3-2 pitch. Payoff. Yet again, a fastball that just missed. Looks like Wojciechowski wanted to call. It was either just a bit off the outside or just a bit high.
Shortstop, Riley Spetz.
Couldn't quite get the call, as he just missed. So runner at first, it'll bring the tying run to the plate in Riley Spetz, who's been having a good night so far. He's got an RBI, he's got 3 singles and a stolen base. He's 3 for 4 with a ground out. That's going to be a throw over. Wojciechowski, first pitch, misses inside. Ball and no strikes to Spetz with Rosinski, the catcher, standing on deck. Wojciechowski looking for the double play that would get him out of the inning. A's lead 6-4. At the very least, trying to keep that tying run at the plate. That 1-0 will be fouled onto New Jersey Avenue. It will sail over the dugout of the Green Bay Storm, 1-1. Long look from Wojciechowski. Now a timeout called. And Spetz will step out and I'll step back in. Wojciechowski set. And the 1-1. Swung on and grounded to Kasenki at short. Takes a big hop on him. Steps on second. They throw to first. Is in time. 6-4 double or 6-3 double play. As Kasenki did a good job, it took a funny hop on him. It
Tonight's 10th inning will be at
hit a hard spot on the infield. Nearly went over his head. Able to react nicely to it. Quickly stepping on second and a throw over to first. And we'll head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the A's still have their lead. It's 6-4.
Let's get some insurance runs. I'm not too comfortable with this. Especially at bullpen.
It's the top of the order in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Designated hitter, Zach Kane.
Both teams with their top of the order in the 8th inning. Wojciechowski able to get a double play to essentially work a 1-2-3 inning against the Storm top of the order. That'll be Zach Kane, the leadoff batter and DH tonight. In his 4th plate appearance,
Go ahead.
he's 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI. He's grounded out to short twice and also flown out to center. The fly out to center was hit very deep, in deep right center. As it's now 2 balls and no strikes to Zach Kane. Tyler Braun was able to track it down and make the catch as he ran near the fence, taking away at what would have likely been at least a double for Kane. 2-0 pitch, down low, 3-0. A's lead 6-4, looking for an insurance run, at least one, to pad their lead. Currently lead by 2. They have the right spot in the order. Try and at least bring at least 1 or 2 across. And it'll be a leadoff base runner, so a good start. As Kane will work a 4-pitch walk to begin the inning. That'll bring up Mark Warner. He's 1 for 4. He's got a stolen base, a single. He's grounded out 3 times, twice to third, once to short.
Maybe a new pitcher.
Spets.
And we're going to have a new pitcher, Riley Spetz. The shortstop will come in, and we'll take a short break while he warms up. Current situation, A's lead 6-4. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's a runner at first after a leadoff walk. And there's nobody out, and it'll be Mark Warner due up. First pitch from Spetz is down low for a ball, 1-0.
Left fielder, Mark Warner.
It's Mark Warner. Just a straight switch between Spetz and Wilkonski. Wilkonski, the former pitcher, or the starting pitcher, goes out to short. And Spetz takes his spot on the mound as there's a swing and a foul, 1-1. So no other changes. It's a straight switch between the shortstop and the pitcher. The 1-1 catches the zone for a strike, 1-2. Curveball that missed high. Can be also inside, 2-2. To Warner with Harry Stelt on deck. Nobody on the inning. He's trying to add to their lead. They already lead by 2. It's 6-4. Throw over to first, and a close play. But Kane able to sneak his hand back into the bag. Another throw over. And Kane again back in safely.
Today, Junior.
Now the 2-2. Swung on and fouled into the net. Still 2-2 the count. Now a fastball grounded right back to Spetz. He'll pick it up and throw it to the former starting pitcher. That's Wilkowski at short, covering second to get the force. Goes as a 1-6 fielder's choice. As Warner will reach first.
Third baseman, Harry Stelt.
Kane is put out on the bases. And it will be Harry Stelt now, 1 out in the inning. Stelt's first, or Spetz's first pitch to Stelt is swung and fouled back, 0-1. Stelt has doubled twice. He's walked. He scored a run. He struck out. He's 2 for 3 in his 4 plate appearances, as there's another pickoff that almost gets away from Connor Yackel at first. Able to jump high in the air and bring it down. 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. One out. It's Sutton standing on deck. Stelt and an 0-2 count. Now a throw over. And the runner, Mark Wander, back in standing. Now Stelt hits that one deep into right center. That's going to stay in the ballpark, but it's going to one hop off the fence in right center. Wander around third. He's going to score. It's a insurance run. The A's take a 7-4 lead.
Third double of the game.
That's his third double of the game. The 13th hit for the A's. This time he goes opposite field as he splits the gap in right
First
center.
baseman, Mitch Sutton.
Andy Penerick played that one. It was a one-hopper off the fence. And Warner, who has great speed, able to score relatively easily from first base. So now it's Mitch Sutton, runner at second. 1 out in the inning. It's a 1-0 count. Now the 1-0 is popped up to the right side. It's in play in foul territory. And Penerick is going to make a sliding attempt. But he cannot quite get to it, so it's a foul ball, 1-1.
Pinch runner for Stelt, Ben Gordon coming in.
Pinch running for Harry Stelt out at second base is Ben Gordon, number 23.
That double from Stelt gave him his first RBI of the night. Does have a run scored as he'll come out for a pinch runner, as it will be Ben Gordon to go up to second base. It's a 1-1 count to Sutton as there's a curveball that missed inside, 2-1.
Say that again.
Sutton has singled twice. He's scored. He's also walked. He's 1 for 3 in 4 plate appearances. Excuse me, 2 for 3 in 4 plate appearances, as he'll take a called strike. 2 and 2.
Board keeps freezing on me tonight. Everything's delayed.
Now a pitch that will skip up and go to the backstop. Gets away from Rosinski. Runner will go to third. Runner 90 feet away. It's a full count now. It's a wild pitch that allows Gordon, the pinch runner, to advance. Sutton waiting for the full count offering. And it's ball 4 off the outside. So he'll go down to first, and that'll bring up Adam Ryan, runners on the corners.
Right fielder, Adam Ryan.
Adam Ryan is 0 for 3, does have a walk and a run scored. Sitting to a fielder's choice to end an inning. He's grounded into a 3 unassisted, and he's flown out to left. As he's down in the count 0-1. Sutton will lead off at first. The 0-1 misses just down low for a ball. Evened up at 1. One fastball, swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes to Adam Ryan. With the second baseman Hunter Berry due up on deck, who will bat, barring a double play. Swinging a foul back to the backstop. It's 7-4. A's have won in the inning from the double from Harry Stelt that scored Mark Warner. Inning started with a walk from Zach Kane. Mark Warner reached on a fielder's choice as Zach Kane was put out on the bases. And then again, that double from Stelt as that throw is low and gets away from the first baseman, Yackel. A's are going to score on a wild throw from the pitcher. An E1 charge to Spence, and it's 8-4. Sutton goes to second. Again, goes as an E1. Gordon scores. Second run of the inning. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout. As Ryan is now 0 for 4. Now Hunter Berry, runner at second, 2 outs.
Second baseman, Hunter Berry.
It's the 5th error committed by Green Bay. And Berry takes a called strike on the outside, 0-1. Berry has singled. He's reached on a fielder's choice, and he's scored twice. He's 1 for 4. First pitch off the out, or 0-1 pitch off the outside for a ball, 1-1. His single, his only base hit came in the second. That got the scoring started for the A's. That one will miss down low, 2-1. Or I should say he scored the first run. He bunted a perfect bunt down the third base line that was thrown away by Sawyer and went up to second. It was ruled a base hit and an E5 as he'll take a strike 2 and 2. And then back-to-back groundouts by Grimm and McClavick allowed him to move over to third, and then eventually to home. He, at that point, tied the game at 1. Well, that one will miss inside as Berry will turn out of the way. When in contact with a pitch, it's a full count, and now he'll foul that one to the right side out of play. Still 3 and 2. 2 outs in the inning. It's Sutton at second base. He walked and advanced on an error. It was a bad throw from Spetz on a pickoff. Now Berry pops it up. He'll be behind home plate. It'll be another 3-2 pitch. The third straight full count offering. And the payoff again. Grounded over to third base. Sawyer will pick it up. And he'll throw it high and off the first base bag, but Yackel will make a nice adjustment and jump up and turn around and tag Berry as he's coming near the bag. Saves an error, and it's the final out of the inning. But the A's score 2. They get a couple of insurance runs, increase their lead to 4, as they are 3 outs away from beating the Green Bay Storm. They lead 8-4 as we head to the top of the ninth.
Being brought to you by Northwood Superior Chemical. They bring you the cleanup inning.
It's the top of the ninth, and Wojciechowski on the mound for his third inning. And the first pitch is a little pop-up that Barry will make a catch on. Looks like he initially dropped it. He's able to bring in his glove and basically trap it against his body, it looked like. Able to save the out there.
Center
One pitch,
fielder
one out.
Tyler Brown.
So now it's Tyler Brown, the center fielder. And that first pitch hit into right field, and it'll be Josh Moses to make the catch. Came in as a pinch hitter a couple innings ago.
26 is in center.
And it's Chris Saltzman in center. There's now 2 outs in the inning, and the A's are an out away.
Third baseman Tom Sawyer.
So Moses came in for McClavic a couple innings ago in a pinch hit appearance. Now Adam Ryan is out defensively as Saltzman takes his spot. Moses goes to right, Saltzman now in center. Warner still in left field. The 1-0 pitch is swung and a missed. Ball and a strike to Tom Sawyer. Sawyer has been hit by a pitch. He signaled, he struck out and grounded out. He is 1 for 3 in 4 plate appearances, and he's down in the count 1-2 after a called strike. Wojciechowski a strike away. He's in line for the save. And a swing and a miss, a strikeout, and the A's win 8-4. Lumens gets the win. He goes 6 innings. He gives up 11 base hits. Gave up 4 runs, all earned. He struck out 4. He hit 2 batters, and he walked 1. Wojciechowski, who came in with a 2-run lead, gets the save.
This evening, your Sheboygan A's 8, the Green Bay Storm 4.
He also went 3 innings, so in that regard, Wojciechowski also would have earned a certain save that way.
8-5 in the northeastern Wisconsin.
He did not allow a base hit. Did allow 3 base runners.
Tonight's game, and hope you join us tomorrow evening.
Hit a batter and walked 2.
The Rubicon Red Sox.
He struck out the side in the 7th.
Game 1 of
Got
the
1 more
Wisconsin
to end the
Amateur
night.
Baseball Classic.
We finished with 4 Ks,
Games 2 and 3 will
2
be
walks, and a hit by
Saturday
pitch, and
evening here at Wildwood Park, beginning at 5
no
p.m.
runs allowed and no base hits allowed.
Interaction
Again, he'll be
will begin at
credited
noon
with
on
the
Saturday,
save.
but the A's first game will not
As the
begin
A's
until
win
5
8-4
p.m.
over Green Bay.
First pitch Friday night set for 7:30. First pitch on Saturday set for 5 p.m. Once again, fans, we thank you for attending tonight's game. Keep up with all things Sheboygan A's on our
Green Bay
website,
Storm.
SheboyganBaseball.org, as well as on our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Please drive home safely.
We're in front of the A's in the standings coming into tonight. Green Bay Storm were, in terms of winning percentage, actually in first place, but based on numbers of wins and losses, they were actually a half game back of Appleton, who the A's fell to last night by a score of 8-7. That was in Appleton. The A's moved to 8-5 in the standings, and Green Bay falls to 6-3. They still trail Appleton by a full game, and they are tied with Menasha. So the current standings go Green Bay still in first, based on wins and losses, or should say by winning percentage. Appleton in second, and Green Bay, or should be Sheboygan and Menasha at third.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
Okay, Marty.
The A's have a tournament starting tomorrow. They'll have 3 games in 2 days. At the very least, on Friday, they have 1 game tomorrow. That's at 7:30. And they'll be playing the Rubicon Red Sox. That's at 7:30 tomorrow. And then Saturday, they have Pewaukee and the West Dallas Nighthawks. The Pewaukee game will be at 5, depending on how the other games before in the tournament shake out in terms of time length. With the second game coming approximately at 7:30, that'll be against West Dallas. And most likely they'll have to win 2. If they win 2 of those 3 games in their pool, they'll advance to the semifinal game on Sunday, with the championship also to be played on Sunday. Both those games, should the A's play in either or both, will be at West Bend. It'll be on Sunday. I'll have the call for those, as we'll have the broadcast live for both Friday and Saturday before they are on the road. For the early part of next week, they have a game Monday in Manitowoc, Tuesday in Green Bay. They have a doubleheader in Oshkosh on Wednesday before they are back home Thursday against De Pere. And then they have a back-to-back doubleheader 4-game series against the Lombard Orioles. That's Saturday and Sunday, July 22nd and the 23rd. That'll do it for us tonight. I'm Troy Grundle, your voice of the A's, as the A's win 8-4 as they beat the Green Bay Storm. Here on the SheboyganBaseball.org broadcast. We'll see you again tomorrow. The A's will take on the Rubicon Red Sox in the Game 1 of the Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic. That'll be 7 innings. First pitch for that approximately scheduled for 7:30. Until then, have a good night.